Hello everybody, my name is Drew and welcome back to Sky Factory 3. Picking up pretty much, you usually are, working along. And I got a couple of fun tasks for us today that I kind of want to look at. I was thinking earlier, like, we've got these wither stars and I've done nothing with them yet. And a lot of end-game materials need wither stars. A lot of the Draconic Evolution stuff, if not, I think all of it requires at least one wither star, which is fucking ridiculous if you ask me. But it's really powerful gear, so it kind of makes sense. But I wanted to make a better builder's wand. And we've been rocking one of these diamond ones for a long while now. But there are unbreakable ones that just get ridiculous. I think like the biggest one would be, yeah, like it's 16,000. It's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. But we can make the low tier one. Actually, we may even be able to make a tier 2, because I don't think I've got enough to make. Which one is this one? That's the tier 2 one, right? Yeah, do 4,000 blocks. Because this guy is, oh no, that's, so this guy is, that makes, okay, so that makes the 8,000 block one. Two 8,000 block ones make 1,600. So if I do that, can I make 2 of you? Yes, I do have 2 nether stairs. Perfect. Now I want to combine these into the slightly better one, because we're almost out on our diamond one, so we might as well make the unbreakable one. So there we go. We now have the second best wand in the game for building things. It's absolute madness. I keep hitting C to go down. I've been playing a lot of Space Engineers, and like the controls on that are really good, but opposite of this. So I keep pressing the wrong goddamn button. Let's grab like a whole lot of cobble here real quick. I want to see what this is going to be like if I were to... Okay, there we go. So let's take a look with this guy. So we have... Holy sweet mother of God. That is absolute madness. Oh, this is going to be so good to build with, though, when we make new platforms. Look at that. Like, literally the whole thing. Actually, what you could do is you could just make a giant cube and then hollow out. I mean, it would take way more work, but it'd be interesting once you get the first layer down. Good God, that is fantastic. How's this doing? That's nice. So anyway, this is what I wanted to show you. This is what I've been working on between episodes. I'm working on the design of our farms to try and finalize them. I was going to build more over here, but I think screw that noise. We'll just keep these 4. And then I'm going to expand. I'll expand this way when the time comes. So we have 3 new farms to fill up, and I haven't decided what to put on them yet. So probably before the end of today, we're gonna take a little stab at that. Excuse me, I had to grab a little drinky poo. But let's take a look at this. So I want to make this look fairly well completed, but I also want it to look aesthetically good, right? Because before we just had like everything was floating and the lights kind of sucked. I hate torches. I don't know if I've mentioned this before in an episode, but I hate torches. I don't know why. They're not clean, and like ew. They're on the ground. Like this bothers me. It doesn't matter down here. I really don't care about the underneath parts. It's the surface parts that it matters to me, because it's like, if you were visiting my island, this is primarily where you would be spending your time, on the surface portions, not the basement bits. So this is what I want to look pretty, which is like, it doesn't look great right now. I really want to redesign this and make it look a little nicer. And I haven't really decided, oh, where'd that go? Did I just drop that? I did, didn't I? Where the hell did I drop you? Also, where's my magnet? I don't even know what that was. Let's grab our magnet. Oh, maybe that was my Yeta wrench. No, I bet you that was my hatch. Okay, it went down there. Ooh, okay. I was going to say, like, good God, come on. Don't tell me I just lost my hatchet. I love that hatchet. But I'm thinking about redesigning this. I think I might actually... There's an idea for a farm. We can get a tree farm going down here. Not like a wood farm, but like the tree resources, like these guys. Like this is, what was this guy? I think this is almonds. No, cashews. That's the almonds. And this is peppercorn? Yeah. We might tear this out. and redesign. I'm not quite sure what I want to do. But you know what? I think I am going to tear these trees out. Now, I could do this by hand, or this could be an opportunity to build a new tool. Actually, let me check what our components are right now, because that's something we haven't done in a little while. How much ardite do we have? Ardite. We have 18 ore pieces, which gives us how many ore? 4. So we've got 4 ore pieces and 1 ingot. So we've got 5, I think. Did this make 2? Did this go 2 to 1? No, I think they're only 1 to 1, aren't they? That doesn't matter. So we've got the ardite. We've got ardite. How much cobalt do we have? A little better cobalt. Slightly more cobalt. Slightly more cobalt. No, less cobalt. What am I saying? I had 10 there. What the hell am I doing? Less cobalt. Much less cobalt. Ah, okay, that's fine. Let's smelt these. I'm gonna smelt that. Do I want to? I'm gonna save the cobalt to be separate. I think that is our better decision for that. But while that's gonna cook down, here I can put the cobalt away for now. Let's refresh ourselves. We can get that with netherrack, crushed netherrack. We have netherrack in here right now. We do. We have a ton of netherrack. Okay, so let's go set up a little automation loop then. Actually, I'm gonna need a piece of netherrack, won't I? Well, we can make more. So let's go actually make more. That would actually be advantageous to us. Okay, let's go take a look. So we can make nope, here. Because I don't really need a lot of soul sand. We have a soul sand farm. Where literally I'm just using the nether stuff. Oh, fuck, I do it every time. Okay, there we go. I'm going to keep that anyway because I do need it. But there you go. So there's some more netherrack. I'm going to take this netherrack and put it in our main system. I was just thinking I could automate netherrack, but I think it's better to keep it into base form and use it for other things as well than just using all of it as that. I'm going to need... I don't know if I need an exporter right now. So let's go downstairs. One more. And take a look. Because what I was doing originally was... which one's got the hammer? So we're using this guy. Oh, there we go. I was making crushed endstone. I forgot about that. Crushed endstone, you get a few interesting things. You can get, out of a regular cotton sieve or string sieve, you can get coarse flour, ender shards, and ender lilies. But the top tier stuff gives you ender pearl powder and draconium dust, as well as with diamond, a shulker pearl. I'm really more interested in the draconium dust and the ender pearl powder, but it's not bad. Is this got diamond on you? It does, with a sieve efficiency and luck of the sea, which I don't know why it's got luck of the sea, but it has luck of the sea. Oh, I could do fortune upgrades. What would that cost me? I'm kind of all over the place today with this episode, but follow along. So if you remember, we built this enchanter and I haven't used it for a goddamn thing yet, but you can spend experience points to get enchantments on books, which then you can use an anvil to put on what you want. So what I'm thinking is, where is the... Aha, fortune. That was why I wanted crushed endstone. And I need 27 levels. So let's go down. Eventually I'm going to do this to literally everything. We're going to go over here. Got my crushed endstone. I just need lapis, which I can grab a whole stack of right there. Let's put away. And I'll keep the rest of that. Okay, so we want to... Oh, we need a book. We need a book, don't we? Okay. Let's make ourselves a book. Oh, I don't have enough. Oh, no. Can I make paper? No. Oh, you know what I should make? I should make a rice farm that gets converted to paper. Because I could do that. Well, let's look for reeds, which is... no, sugarcane. I always think they're reeds. Oh, you know why? Because I'm remembering old school mods. I'm remembering... what is that mod pack? It's not a mod pack. It's a mod in particular the industrial, I see two, industrial craft. In industrial craft, you had the ability to, instead of having regular sugarcane, you could instead have the world generate reeds and stuff. And then eventually they made it so that it would generate along normal, but reeds were used for, I believe they were used for farming sticks and a few other little simple things kind of early on in the game. And yeah, they were very, very useful to have. But I always think of the reeds. I don't know why. I suppose they look like reeds, or bamboo is the other obvious answer. Let's just make... There we go. Thank you. A whole lot of books. Books are important. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm getting some weird lag all of a sudden. Oh, I don't think I have an anvil. That is something we have overlooked making. Let's make an anvil. Do we have an auto anvil in this one? I have a dark steel. Damage resistant, lasts much longer than vanilla. Let's go with a dark steel. Ooh, I bet you I don't have nearly enough. Can I make even a block? Oh, I can. I can make one. Hallelujah. One dark steel anvil. I have one ingot of dark steel left. Okay, so we're going to need to make a little automation for that. Where do I want to put you? Logic would dictate here. You know what? I'm going to throw it down right there, because I don't necessarily need to access this chest all the time. Okay, so that's going to be that. We're going to put the book on here. We're going to put some crushed endstone, and we're going to put that and das book. Oh no, I need the book and quill, don't I? I need a book and quill. Book and quill. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. That'll work now. So that gives us... So I need 27 levels. Conveniently, I have the ability to do that. Super easily. Give to me. So we got Fortune 3. There's no description, but you can probably guess what this is going to do to this. So we're going to slap that guy down, and we're going to put that... What's that going to cost me? 6 more levels? Ooh, no. Get back here. Oh, there we go. Oh, nope, 6. One more. So I can come over here, and I can say, yep, give me that. Give me that. Oh, fuck, wrong book. That book. There you go. So this guy's got efficiency and fortune. So if I put this on our sieve down here, what should happen is no matter what, even if it's a low drop stuff, it should give us when it does yield, a lot of that thing. But I digress. We're going to need an importer and an exporter. Actually, two exporters and one... No, 2 of each. We're going to need 2 of each. Okay, so here's my plan. What I'm going to do is, for stuff like this, it's going to be a very simple automation loop that's just going to run till it's completed. I don't really need netherrack for much of anything in the main system as it is right now. It is used for a few things. Number one, it is used for the Void Miner core. This is the tier 1 core from Environmental Tech. We're not getting into void mining yet, so I'm not exactly concerned. Also, we can make a shit ton of this stuff anyway. I also don't have any endstone on me because I just used it all, but I can easily make more. So I'm not too concerned about that. I could actually set up endstone automation, couldn't I? Because I'm fairly certain it's just that plus glowstone. So what I could do is have that set. That might be a thing we do. I'm going to need to move that somewhere more convenient, though, won't I? Oh, no, I can probably just link up through... Do I have a cable in here? Oh, right there. I can use this cable. There you go. So that I can link up to that. And yeah, so we're gonna make a little importer for that. But let's go ahead. We need 2 importers, 2 exporters. And then I'm going to try my hand at a little more automation. So we're going to say importers. Yep. Make me an importer. You can make me... Let's make 4 more. We have available everything? Yes. Start. That is so fast. God damn, that's awesome. So there's our importer. Let's go exporter now. one. And we're going to do the same thing. Let's make 4 more. Yep. Make me my thing. Got 2 of those. I want, first of all, I want netherrack. And let's go downstairs. So what I'm going to say is this guy needs its mesh back. But this bad boy right here, where's our exporter? So this guy is going to get linked in, nice and simple. And I'm going to say to you, hey, make me crushed this stuff. So all I got to do is take the netherrack, go boop, and it's just going to start feeding in. Now, what I could do is have this set up with a redstone mode. So here's how automation can get nuts. I could forever have this as a setup and say, so long as there is a surplus of more than 500, give a redstone signal to this guy so it will export and bleed off the signal. We could set that up right now, more or less, right? I'll take this crush. Same thing with, well, at least for the beginning of the chain. It won't really matter for the end of the chain because you need the beginning of the chain to make this work. Anyway, so this is going to take crushed netherrack. And if I throw crushed netherrack in here, what do I get right now? Nothing. I wish I knew what sieve efficiency actually did. I'm wondering if that makes it run faster or whether, because it does look like it's running pretty quick right now, or whether it increases my drop rate. That's really the only question I have, being honest. Okay, so that importer can go there, and this importer can go here. Come on now. So that should automatically pull all that in, and that means there'll be more there. So this guy's just going to run, right? These are all set right now to ignore redstone signals, which is good, because we're going to make something kind of bitchin'. So let's go upstairs. I don't know why I went all the way over here. I went all the way over here. So I want to make something called a detector. Why a detector, Drew? Well, that's a great question. Wait, is it called the detector? I may have just fucked that up. Where are you? That's the block detector. I thought there was a way. Oh, there it is. Yeah, entity detector. Different star detector. So this guy is really bitching. I need a repeater. So this guy, I'm going to make 2 repeaters actually, because I want to make twice. There you go. I should actually make that a recipe that for auto crafting, but I digress. Okay, so there's 2 detectors. Let's go downstairs. What am I doing? And we're going to pop this detector right here, I think. So this guy is saying 0 of whatever. Emit signal when on the amount. Emit signal when above the amount. Emit signal when under the amount. So we're going to actually put it right here because this is the start of our chain. So I'm going to say netherrack and 500. So I want you to emit a signal when there's more than 500 netherrack. And I want this guy to be on only work with redstone signal. So what's going to happen is that this is now emitting a redstone signal. If I go upstairs and I take out the netherrack, so if we go upstairs and go, we have 742. So you notice that the number is not going down, 421. If I go downstairs, more, and take a look at this, you'll notice that this is no longer on. This is now off. And we're no longer importing any more netherrack because we've gone below the minimum. So if you wanted to set up auto crafting to have things on demand like glass, I'm going to keep the crafter. But what I'm also going to do is... Actually, I might not. I might not keep the crafter for glass. Because it would be nice to... Because it kind of defeats the purpose for at least us to do that on demand. Wood and stuff we can do on demand. Because if I go through 1,000 wood, it really takes no time at all to say, make me 10,000. And it goes, okay, and spits out 10,000 wood. Glass, however, because it has to cook... I want that to automatically refill to a certain point. So what I'm going to do is find out which one had glass in it, which is that one. I'm going to leave that one just because I don't care that hard. It's not really hurting anything. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get another importer and exporter. And we're going to get some sand. And here's how this is going to work. So let's go import. We're going to basically do the same thing. We're going to have it do exactly the same thing. And it's going to say if there's less than, I think 2K glass is probably enough. Maybe we'll do a little more. We'll do 5K. So we want sand. We also want an exporter as well. Here's our exporter. So this is going to be really cool. This is going to be a really, really cool thing. I mean, it's going to cost us also a lot of power, so, you know, take things with grains of salt. But we want to say, there's our exporter is going to go on top. Import to the network on the bottom, and we can connect it all up conveniently with our detector. So there you go. That's all connected now. And I'm going to put sand here and say emit a redstone signal when it's under the amount of 5,000. So we've got 5,000 emit signal when under the amount. So that should be emitting a redstone signal. Only work with redstone signal. It's not. Emit signal when item is being auto-crafted. It's not. Redstone, if I do it above that amount. Interesting. So it's working. Why are you working now? I'm confused about why it's working now. It works counterintuitive because I want it to emit a redstone signal when... How much glass do I actually have right now? Oh, I'm thinking of sand. Duh. I don't want sand for that. I want glass for this. Hold on. That's why I'm confused. I was really derpy. Let's go get some sand or glass. So what we're saying is we want glass to be auto-crafted. We don't really care about our sand level. I could also do that with other things as well. I could have it set up for an exporter to export and void certain items as well. So say we didn't want to get our storage all filled up with random junk. We could say only keep like 5,000, what's it called? Flint. Say flint. We have a problem with flint. So I could say only keep 5,000 flint. And anything other than that gets sent to an exporter, which is against a trash can, and it just exports that with a detector saying, "Hey, do this whenever," right? Which is actually a thing I might do instead of having this fuck off huge storage array. Where's our thing? So it's going to be over here. So we can sell this and say, auto detector, emit a redstone signal when under that amount. There we go. So now we'll automatically pull in glass. Now we do need an octadic capacitor. So let's go grab an octadic capacitor because I'm sure we have more. So basically what I'm getting at this whole episode is you can do pretty much anything you want in this mod pack, especially when you get into the more complex forms of automation with these detectors and everything. You could even have things independently done. So say you've got a resource that you want and another recipe of something else that is dependent on resource, but you want a lot of the second item but don't have a lot of the first. You can have it set up to only autocraft when you have surplus, right? And make daisy chains of all that kind of stuff. It's incredibly powerful. There we go. So that'll make glass ultra fast for us, which is good. And that's that. That'll work. That is an excellent little setup. And of course, because these are all set to ignore, you're good. You're absolutely good. It's an absolutely wonderful setup. And of course, we could still autocraft more, right? Like I could still request that. And if I ever wanted to not, all I got to do is take that out and repurpose it for something else. It's not set in stone. That is something that I really like about refined storage, about classic applied energistics, and even number 2. A2 is so complex. If you watched Material Energy 2 or I think I had A2 in the previous Feed the Beast series as well. And that was, you can get some really complex very interesting auto crafting setups for a lot of different mods, which is really, really cool. But anyway, guys, that'll probably be today's episode on auto crafting and stuff. I need to find a way to auto kill the wither. I was thinking about this earlier. I'm going to look into RF tools, I think, and use the force field setup. But that's going to be a problem for a different day. Oh, look how much shit we have in here. Okay, hold on. One thing we're going to do before we go. Let's go make a lever. Ooh, can I get a read-write system going somehow? I'm wondering, before we go, because you could automate this so that there's a... I would have to use fluid storage instead of a tank, I think. But as I'm trying to think of a way that we can keep storage here, and if it gets over a certain amount, dump it into our level thing. But whatever, that's fine. Let's just go make a lever for now, because it happens so rarely that we don't really need it. I'm just thinking about that as I'm going here, because we're having a conversation about auto crafting. Auto crafting is probably one of my favorite elements of modded Minecraft, and I think I've said that many times before. It's just... I don't know, it's engineering at its height. It's one of the reasons I've gotten back into Space Engineers, which is, I'm going to say this now, there might be an actual announcement video, I don't know if I'll bother doing one, but Graham and I, so Starkira and I have been on hiatus for the last 2 weeks, including this week, because he was on vacation and our recording group, our schedules weren't matching, so we took a break. We're going to come back. But we're coming back with Space Engineers. And the reason we got into Space Engineers again is because with people, you have just got so much more opportunity and you can spread the workload across lots of people. This could be achieved by a group of people in probably a day or two. And like we would be so much further doing something like this with a group Let's Play than I'm doing solo. But I deeply love doing this solo. I think what I'm going to work on between episodes is I'm going to finish the garden kind of pagoda setup we got going on here. I might sit and waste some time and make a whole lot of charged palace crystals so that we can make a lot of greenhouse glass and finish glassing this up. And then we got to figure out what we want to put here. I want to get mob chunks. So maybe that's something we can do after I'm done that. I don't know. Well, I'll think on it when I'm sketching out ideas for Thursday's episode, which I'll probably record later on today. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I look forward to reading your comments and anything you have suggestions, so do let me know. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye!